Give me a second. I gotta. Thank you, Boo. Sorry about that. Wow. I don't know if you're seeing that on your screen, but that is weird. Give me a second. I apologize. I'm gonna clean it again. I just want to make sure because there's some. Okay, sorry about this, guys. There's something on my screen. It's weird. Okay, I think I got it. Divine Rising. Divine Rising. I was. Sorry, my plant got me. My plant grabbed my hair and took away with it. And I apparently like tied me up in a little bit of a knot. Look at it. That was from the plant. He snagged me. How are you doing this morning, my love? How are you feeling? I feel fantastic. It's powerful, powerful energy that's around us right now. It did. I told my mom, it caught me. It like grabbed my hair. It had it all tangled around it, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Right? Savore al Orient. Right? Savore al Orient. I love speaking light language. I truly do. I haven't been speaking it as much. Recently, I kind of took a little bit of a step back from speaking it as frequently. And you know, I think it's just, you know, you go through little alignments, right? Where you're aligning with different frequencies. And so I was doing that. So today we're going to do a bit of an energy check-in, and I'll do the energy check-in with cards. I'm also going to channel. I will channel messages from my guides or from Prime Source or any other wherever it comes in. We'll just channel whatever's coming in. Maybe your guides have a message for you. You never know. Sometimes I get a little bit of noise and chatter going on, and it can get it can get quite funny. So we're going to have a great live. We are going to check in on the energy, get some messages, and just generally chat. Yesterday was the Super Bowl in America. Lots of love surround. I am, how do I say it? I am somebody who believes firmly in unconditional love. Okay, in unconditional love. And my name's actually on my live. It's not hidden at all. I'm very it's there. It's there. I'm just grabbing all my cards, getting them ready. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? We got to kind of be careful with the language there. So how was everybody's Saturday and Sunday? Well, thank you. 9:07, 10:50. Okay. Just checking to see, which guides are coming to hang out with us today. So we're going to go with those three. That's 3 guides is good enough. It's good enough for any day, right? To have 3 guides, but we'll get some good affirmations with this. I'm just going to call in anyone who is here, that they be here in the highest good. No shenanigans. No shenanigans. I have a beautiful group of mods, so no shenanigans. None. We don't tolerate shenanigans here. I am the bringer of the shenanigans. No, just kidding. I'm glad that you're feeling better, Nisi. Really glad that you're feeling better. I'm gonna reach in. I made a mess with my tea, so I need to just clean off the bottom of it. And then the cup thing. Coaster, that's what it's called. Coaster. Nope, none. No shenanigans. My mod right there, no shenanigans. None. Because, I mean, If you're here because like you think you're going to pick me up on my YouTube channel, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I don't think you have those abilities. Let's be real. So just don't even waste your time. If you want to be here in for the purposes of why I'm here, to hear the message that I have or to interact with the beautiful energy that's here, then by all means stick around, and maybe you'll get some clarity, maybe you'll get some, insight into something that, will be really powerful for you. But if you're here to just, I don't know, make comments in that stream or try to pick me up or whatever, this is not the feed for you. This is not the stream for you. Okay, so we're going to check in on our energy. I've got some guides here that are accompanying us today, and I'll talk about those particular guides and what they bring to the table. And we're going to check in on what the energy is for the collective right now. Now, checking in on the energy for the collective isn't just in this moment. It's whenever you show up to watch the live, that energy is going to be relevant to you. So it's for anybody that watches now or in the future. I'm moisturized today and it's annoying me. It's annoying me. Because it's making my glasses bug me. There. Okay. Back to the cards. Oops. Alrighty. So, we've got... Who should we start with? Mother Mary. Mother Mary is the first... guide that's coming to see us. And for Mother Mary, her message is that she connects you to the wisdom of the Great Mother. And for those of you that, maybe aren't aware of that so much, the Mother Earth is actually a sentient being. She's beyond just being some dirt that you walk upon, or, even if you take it a little step further and, a place where you live, or that, you can grow your food or anything like that. Like the Mother Earth is a sentient being. She has a lot of wisdom. So connecting to that wisdom that exists within Mother Earth is a powerful, powerful tool in helping you navigate life, navigating. The biggest thing that we need to be doing now is being very discerning. It doesn't matter where you're getting your information from, right? You can get your information from a friend, you can get your information from the TV, you can get your information from AI, you can get your information from a variety of sources. You can get your information from books, but it doesn't mean that the information is accurate. We've been finding a lot of things we've been lied to about, and that there's been a lot of distortions that have been put within the matrix that we're living in. And these distortions that exist there are meant to just disconnect us from our truth and keep us basically in a slave type of situation where we go to work. We think that our whole role is to, make it through our younger years, figuring out what we want to do for the rest of our lives as a job. And then we go out and we do that job and we make money, we pay taxes, and we die. And it's just that cycle. But that's not who we are or what our purpose is in any way, shape, or form. So these are distortions that have been encoded into this particular matrix that we're living in a matrix of polarity and division. And it's our job to move beyond that. It's our job to wake up and realize who we are, and also the infinite intelligence and wisdom and knowledge that surrounds us in a variety of different ways. But we have to be discerning when we're picking up that information, and does it resonate with you? So asking yourself, is this in alignment? Does this feel good? How does this sit with me? No matter where you're getting your information, because when you look at all of the studies that have been done in, say, in vaccines, we'll just go straight to the heart of the thing. If we look at all the studies that have been done on vaccines, they've been conducted by the pharmaceutical companies who are putting the vaccine out. So the person who is funding the research is the very person that's going to get paid for that research. And they'll do it really subtly. Like you might look at the research document and see all the people that are written down and be like, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It looks like there's this scientist or this doctor or this institution or whatever. But they'll have something where the pharmaceutical company has a shell company, or they have another layer deep and another layer deep. So when you go back through the layers, you realize that the company at the top is, the pharmaceutical company that owns this company way down here, that is acting as if it's doing this research from an unbiased way. But really, all it's there for is to make sure that the research is going to be proven to indicate what they want it to indicate about whatever it is that they're pushing. Whether it's a vaccine or it's a pill for your blood pressure, it's the same mechanism, right? It's always, you have to follow the trail of money to find out who benefits from the research being conducted, or the results showing up in that way. So again, it doesn't matter what it is. We can talk science, or we can talk medicine, we can talk anything. And in all of it, there's layers of disillusionment, there's layers of misinformation, there's distortions in the field. So you have to pick it up and look at what resides or what resonates within you, what aligns with you, with the information that you're accessing, and understand that there's so much wisdom available to you, and it's inside of you when you learn how to connect with it. The next master that's coming to assist us today in our energy check-in is Hina, and she is, I am timeless motion is her affirmation. You can say these affirmations 3 times to invoke that master to hang out with you today. So if you want that, you can say I am timeless motion 3 times. If you want Mother Mary's, you're going to say I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother 3 times. And then we have one more guide that I'm going to talk about after Hina. So timeless motion, right? And we're always evolving and growing and moving, and life is meant to have that fluidity to it. But one of the things that was done was that we created this like really framework and create boxes for ourselves. And that's what our limiting beliefs are. Our limiting beliefs create structures around us that limit our movement. When we remove the limiting beliefs, we allow ourselves to go into a flow state, and we just flow to where we are headed. We flow in the direction of what is aligned with us. We can allow our heart to be like a guidance compass that will just take us in the direction of the things that light us up or that align with us in that way. I need a sip of tea. You guys are being very quiet this morning. Just very quiet this morning. Very quiet. You need to engage in the conversation. Engage with me. Have conversation. This isn't supposed to be just a one-way street of me lecturing or having a big old blah, 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 blah. There has to interact. Emptying the dishwasher. Well, sometimes those tasks need to get done, right? So yeah, we need to enter flow state. But sometimes there's things that need to be done, so there is a little bit of structure involved. The last master that's coming to guide or hang out with us today is El Moria. And El Moria is asking to be guided to the master within. So the affirmation is guide me to my master within. So if you want that particular, nobody came from Truth Wave today. I'm like, where did the Truth Wavers all go? I mean, I know a lot of them go to Josh's channel, but sometimes they come here too, who's sharing and caring. But anyway, it's okay. Who's meant to be here is here, and who's meant to hear the messages, hear the messages. I always set that intention when I do it, and whether you watch it during the live or get it during the replay, you're getting exactly what you need when you need it, right? Exactly in alignment with when you need it. And look at this. The sunlight's just like coming in to prove it. We have had full cloudy skies today, but you do not fail. You always show up for me. You show up for me every live. Thank you for being a part of our live. Right, guys? Every day the sun shows up for us on our lives, on my live, right? That's just beautiful. It's completely overcast out there. The sun just bursted through the clouds. Like it's just like the sun burst through the clouds. Like it's incredible. It just came through to say hello. And now I'm like a little bit blinded from looking at it. That was really cool. Every day. Okay, so we've got this guide me to my master within. And that's where the master resides. Like when we're looking at our spiritual awakening, or we're looking at what we're doing in the world, we are trying to find our way back to ourselves. Hi, Silesia. We're trying to find our way back to ourselves, right? Like, who am I before all of this programming got installed? Who am I beyond the control structures, mechanisms, or frameworks that are in existence in society? Who am I? What am I, what am I beyond this particular, say, incarnation, right? Incarnation. What would that be like? So, you're the master, though. The job is always going within in order. And the saying that I always have is, you have to go within to figure it out, right? That's the saying I say to myself all, like, and I share, is you have to go within to figure it out. And inside, like in you, is where all of the answers are existing, right? So everything can be found within yourself, and your master is there. You, as the master of you, exists there. All right, so we went into the energy cards, and I have a couple energy cards. The first one that came out is limitless possibilities. When we break free of the matrix and the constructs or the framework that's around us, or we access our master within and we connect to the wisdom that's all around us, we open ourselves up to limitless possibilities. There's nothing that can really stop you. You are the creator. You are the creator of your life. And, some people, we kind of, we have an aversion to saying that I am God. So I like to say that God is me. God is experiencing life through me. And so it's just a different viewpoint, or a different perspective, or a different way of seeing that. But even in that sense, God experiencing life through me, of course, God's going to want to have the best life that he can experience, or they can experience, or it can experience, however you identify with source, right? And I see prime source as the energy that creates everything, that love energy that runs through all of life, that invisible golden thread that runs through the entire field, that connects everything. When you're, of course, that energy that flows through you wants, for this particular individual, the highest possible thing that you can accomplish, like the best life, because it's experiencing it too. It'd be like me, after I have my children, I want them to have their best life ever. I want them to be as successful and have as much love and as much fun and as much joy in whatever way that is for them. I want my kids to have the most magical lives. It's the same thing for God experiencing through you. God wants you to experience your best life, because it's experiencing that same life through you by proxy. So of course there's that, having you experience your best life. So that once you connect with your authenticity, yourself, that master within, my mom just made my day. She's made my day. She's made my day. It's so simple, guys. So simple. I don't know how she read my mind. Actually, I do. Very easily.
I'm trying to think of what's best for me to swallow.
I mean, she got ice cream. Hi, Divine Timing. Beautiful name. Everything is in divine timing. So we've got the land in between, and that's where we're really sitting right now. We're really feeling like we're in this space between the old earth and the new earth. We know we don't want to participate in the way that the structure currently is. We know that there's something wrong with the world when one person can have so much wealth while so many people are starving. Right? We are beyond the point in time, humanity speaking, where we are looking at the world and we're like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that there are people that have, hundreds of homes. I mean, there's people that have a lot of homes, while there are homeless people. When we know that there is absolutely zero reason for there to be homelessness, for there to be famine, for there to be war, we know there's no reason for it. Inherently, every individual below that top end of the pyramid that's running the show right now, besides those individuals up there, all the masses want the same thing. We want to breathe clean air, drink clean water, eat good food, have good relationships, and enjoy our lives doing one of those things that make us happy and feel safe and secure in doing so. At the end of the day, when you pull us back to where we are. So these are that's the, and that's in the healed version, right? On the other side, you have the unhealed version of where it's separation, division.
Is that the right honey?
Yeah, that's good honey.
Okay.
It's verifying. It's good honey. It's raw honey. Raw honey. Hi, Mama. My mama, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna step in here. I'm gonna do something a little self-serving. Well, it's not self-serving, it's serving for my mom. My mom just had a surgery yesterday and came home. So if we can just send my mom a big wave of like really good energy right now, and that would be just so beautiful. Just send her some healing vibes, because she went in for one thing and they ended up doing a couple of things. So she's just, a little tender today.
Do you want this in water?
Yeah.
Or do you want it wrapped in paper towel? What paper towel?
I'll deal with it after.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I just send my mom a bunch of love and a bunch of healing energy, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. Okay, so we really feel like we're in that land in between. We're in between the new earth and the old earth. We're in between, and there's some people who just don't care. They love the old earth. They love the hustle and grind. They love the go, 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 go. They love the consume, 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 consume. They are fully wrapped in, like, I'm going to watch the news. I'm going to watch porn. I'm going to be, invested in sports, and I'm going to be invested in, idolizing all these people external to me. And they're fully happy in the world that they're experiencing. They're experiencing what they want to experience. Now, some people are in that more in the in-between of the in-between, where they're not quite in alignment with the old and they're not quite in alignment with the new, and they just need to get through that shift. And we're helping them. We're helping them get there. But there's some of us, we're standing there and we're like, come on, New Earth, let's go, New Earth, let's go, let's do it. We've got this, let's do it, let's go. I'm kind of one of the people that's like, let's go. Let's go. Let's revolutionize this stuff. Let's do it. Let's switch it. Let's just flip a switch.
I'm going to have to interrupt you.
Let's switch a switch.
Which
My
one,
mom's up interrupting again. Just
which one is the narcotics?
That's your morphine. 1 milligram.
Okay. So
That's your extra, the Tylenol.
So I'll take the Tylenol and leave this until I come back from cards.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to be loopy.
No.
Loopy driving. No loopy driving. You can have Tylenol before you leave. Sorry. We're just dealing with the important stuff here on this side. We've got ice cream to contend with. I had to verify honey, and I had to verify medications. This is serious, serious work we're doing behind the scenes here, guys. So and we gotta take care of my mom. She's like a child right now. Like, I look at my mom and I'm like, she's just like a little kiddo, and I just wanna, I don't know, pack her a lunch bag and get her backpack ready, because I don't know.
She's in lots of pain.
She looks like a little kiddo. Alrighty, let's see what else. What other energy are we getting today? I got lots of chitter chatter, so that's for sure. Aw, Salacia would make you some healing food.
Thanks, Salacia. I love you,
Right?
honey.
I made turkey soup.
She
Turkey
did.
soup yesterday, and I'm gonna have to refine it a little bit today. And it's just I have to cut the chicken up a little bit more. Hi, Byron. How are you doing today, sweetheart? You came in at 11:09, and then I looked, and it's 11:10, so we almost got 11:11. 1 more minute. So we also got the card for the storyteller. So the storyteller coming out in the energy is about, we have to be careful about the stories that we're telling ourselves, right? If we're investing in the stories, right? And this is not about, because we were talking yesterday. I was on Truth Wave yesterday, and we did a, breaking out of the matrix show. So you should go to Truth Wave and watch that video. It has lots of great little nuggets in it. He had a bunch of different people on. We talked about a variety of different things. It was a really great session. So, you can always go and listen to that. It was a lengthy session. So if, you can always put it on 2 times and speed it up, slow it down when you get into a spot where it seems like, there's some relevant information for you. For those of you that are looking for, that kind of insight. Knowing that, we have to be careful, like I said, of the stories that we're telling ourselves. When we're looking at the stuff that's going on out there. We don't want to like bypass it. We don't want to be completely oblivious to it, right? We're not meant to come down here as spiritual beings and completely usurp the physical experience.
That's you. Or Cass.
Cass.
Cass. Cass. Come here, honey. It's okay. Cass. Cass. Cass.
Sorry. Somebody like banged the door or something. I even heard her say sorry.
It's okay, honey.
Come on.
It's okay. Come here.
She thought it was probably the wrong door.
Come here. It's okay.
You're
honey.
fine. No one's gonna get us.
It's
No one's
okay.
gonna get us. We're okay. Come check in.
Nobody's going to get Grandma.
You're okay. Okay, you did a good job. You did a good job. You're a good boy. Protecting us. Yes, you did a good protect. You did a good protect. See, they even think so too. Right? Everyone thinks that you're a good yellow puppers.
Yeah, you protected Grandma.
Yes, good job. Good job. Okay, you're fine. Are you scared? Do I need to protect you? Is that what it is? Did you get scared? Oh, honey. Oh, no, no. No kissies. No kissies. Hugs. No, no, no. Hugs. Sorry, guys. Oh, you big babies. You big babies. Baby suckies. Be suckies. Be suckies. You're not done yet? Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. If you guys can get kitties on your laps during your lives, I guess I get to have a doggo in my life. And what a good doggo he is. Right? Right, baby? He's being a big sucky right now. Yeah. Okay. Did it startle you? You did good. You did good. Yes. Yeah, he's just... Okay, is that it? That's good? That's good? Okay.
You want to come up
Hang
here,
out with
Grandma?
Nan.
Come on.
Hi, guys. Back again.
There you go. You sit
Somebody did something and it set him off. So then he had to come and get some soothing, I guess. He needed me to settle him back down. He my big baby. He's lying right there on the couch. Yeah. I don't know what it was. That really set him, like, he's not usually like that either. Like, if he, got set off, like, if somebody did something, made him bark, he wouldn't normally, like, come to me afterwards and be like, oh, hold me.
I think it was just the way the door banged and then he heard the voices. So I think it just started.
Just startled him. Okay, so we're not spiritually bypassing anything, just like we can't bypass our healing as well. And I talked about this in the live on Truth Wave yesterday. I did it in the beginning when I went on my healing journey. I was like, great, I have these tools now. I have these beautiful tools that I can use. So I know that when I'm crying, I can do this beautiful technique and I can soothe myself and I can feel great. So then something would happen and I would feel the emotion hit my body and be like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I would just soothe myself. The problem with that is that I wasn't allowing myself to experience the emotions. I was actually bypassing the experience of the emotions. So while soothing is important to have, it has to happen at a certain point. And the same thing, even though we want to be love and light and we want to be positive, we want to be applying our focus and our attention, our awareness, our commodity. It's our number one commodity is our awareness, our attention. We want to be applying that to the right thing, but we also don't want to turn a blind eye to everything that's going on, or we don't want to ignore the experience that we're having with that stuff. So something's going on out there and it's like, we want to look at it and observe it and go, okay, so this is what they're throwing at us. Okay, so this is what I'm experiencing. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. But you want to be honest about and validate what your experience is of it and then shift it, right? That's where we have to acknowledge in the beginning or validate that the moment and experience that and then shift it, right? Some of us, we just shift right past it. It's like those, and somebody had said about, brought up Chicken Little, but it's that whole, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling all around. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Yep, it's fine. No, it's good. Oh, getting hit by debris and just like, no, it's good. It's great. All sunshine and just blue skies here. Meanwhile, they're like just getting rained on. So it's about, but so there's that validation. You have to validate the experience that you're having. But be careful of the stories that you're telling yourself, because many of us sit ourselves in a victim space. And, there's a lot of things, like you can ask your guides, hi Edie, you can ask your guides to assist you with a lot of things, but your guides can't help you move beyond something that you put in place for yourself. So if you're running around going, this always happens to me, your guides are like, well, you're creating that lock. You're putting a little seal inside your body that's saying, this is an always, so always this is going to be my experience of that. And until I realize I've created that there and go in and dismantle it, it's going to keep happening. And I might be praying, why help me with fix this, fix that, please, God, please, this, that, whatever and meanwhile you're sitting there still telling always, always, always. So you can ask for all the help that you want, but if you're still in the pattern or the cycle that's creating the blockages or creating the limiting belief or the lock, then you're going to keep reseeding that. So nobody can help you beyond that. You have to do it yourself. So be careful of the word and the language that you're using, like the words and the language that you use within your life. And be careful of the stories that you're telling. If you're sharing the stories about your life, share the stories of triumph, not of the experiences that you had that were challenging, not of the moments when somebody made you a victim. Talk about how you overcame that. Talk about how you were a warrior. Like that. Talk about the beautiful things that you've done. Talk about that in spite of those things that happen. Look at all the beauty, all the beauty that's in your life, right? Rather than staying consistently talking about the previous stories, right? So make sure you're the storyteller weaving the tale and creating as you weave that tale. So make sure that the tale that you're weaving, that beautiful information that you're seeding into this world, into the universe, make sure that it's being empowered from the most powerful story that you can share, right? All right, let's check in on the energy. Well, I guess we're going to go straight with Father Sky, or the energy that I like to use to check in with, the prime source or universal energy is the Gateway of Light deck. So we'll see what cards we get from that, just to show what's going on in that energetic space. Alrighty. Well, we've got some powerful cards. We got all three came out right at once, and we're just going to go with that. So the first one that came out is the Hathor Light Codes. So Hathor Light Codes is all about light immersion, and it's about this like full system upgrade that's happening, right? And the other thing that's happening is that we're starting to recall our power. So we might be learning, might be hearing things in our minds, new words, or maybe you're speaking light language, or you're, Savore, El Orient, you could be coming up with this language, and it's starting to roll through you, and you start to doshkore si kushuno ubushne si arkrai shore, and you're talking, and this is light language. And as you start to share that in that energetic stream, there's an upgrade that's occurring within that space, right? We are light beings, and everything that surrounds us is made of frequencies and sound and energy, right? It's the energy. So if you can speak in an energetic way, that's going to help you to connect in a more authentic way, right? Energy never lies, but I can lie with my words. I can even do really good at masking a lot of things. Like I can mask my expressions. I can, do some work with my body so that it doesn't, look like I'm lying. Like you can get some people out there that are really good at lying, but at the end of the day, the energy is going to tell the truth. So this is in that full system upgrade that's occurring for us right now, and it's going to be burning a lot of that stuff off. And it is this power recall. So you may be feeling your power rising, or your energy rising, or feeling that you're more connected to things. Maybe you're more connected to people, or you're starting to connect to animals or Mother Gaia. Maybe you are starting to hear your guides more, or you're starting to see more synchronicities and things around. And maybe you're seeing, you're seeing other things, and those things are coming in. So that's your system upgrade. We've got the I am presence. The I am presence is about your light body activation and assessing and accessing the divine within. So we already had that we are going within, right? That we need to go within to find the master from El Moria, the guide that was here with us today, that was saying, like, go within to find the master within. And you're accessing the divine within you. And this light body activation that's occurring is because you are working through your traumas and transmuting those things. You're not just one of those individuals here who is in the new age spirituality that is just all love and light. You're actually working through the shadows, and by going through the shadows, you access that divine within. You activate your light body because you transmute that shadow into lightness, right? And you can't move through it in any other way. You have to face it. And the darkness or the shadow is where we get our strength. It's where we grow our light. Because if we didn't have something of an opposing factor, what would promote the growth? What would shift you to do work? Well, like, if you didn't have any rules, and you knew that you were going to be safe, protected, you have everything you want, and you could just do whatever you want, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would just go and have fun and play. We wouldn't do anything with responsibilities for a while. I mean, maybe the Virgos in our life would still do the dishes, but for the most of us, we just go and have fun, and we would just, like, be frolicking, right? Like, we didn't come here to work and pay taxes. That's for sure. So it's just beautiful energy as we start to transmute the shadow and access the light, and allow ourselves to activate our light body. This is how we ascend. So then we've got our solar light upgrade, and this is in the solar plexus chakra. This is the inner fire and the willpower. And when this blows up and gets bigger, and not in a bad way, right? Because when we think about the ego center, we think of it in the sense of, like, a really egoic, or we think of it in a sense of, like, narcissism, right? And that's not what we're talking about with this glow up within the sacral, or within the solar plexus chakra. This is about aligning to your truth. This is about being divinely guided towards your soul mission. You assigned yourself with some mission before you came into this earth in this incarnation, and it's just waiting for you to pick it up, right? And we all have done this for ourselves, but many of us, we get down here and we just decide, you know what, I'm fine. I'm fine watching sports and drinking beer, and watching porn, and I'm fine with, gossiping about my girlfriends, and, buying and buying and buying and buying, and consuming and idolizing all of these stars, and doing lipos or OnlyFans or whatever. Like, some people, they're just completely okay with where they are, and everybody is where they're supposed to be. Everybody has the same opportunity to evolve and grow, but you have free will. So at any point, you can choose to, or choose not to. And for a lot of them out there, they're choosing not to. This solar light or solar plexus upgrade for us, though, it is to direct us in the way of our divine mission, and towards what really is in alignment with us. It's an inner fire that is just going to propel you to take inspired action and head you in the direction of your goals. All right, so Mother Gaia threw out 3 all together. She was like, let's get her done. Let's get these cards out there. So the one is the Mystic. The Mystic Rose, and the Mystic Rose is symbolic of compassion and devotion, humanity and grace. And what my guides are saying here is that we have to remember, or what I'm getting from Mother Gaia, it's actually from Mother Gaia. What I'm getting from Mother Gaia is the importance for us to be compassionate with what's going on, and recognizing that, you know, for us who started doing the work before the times got this tumultuous energetically, like a lot of people are being pushed into spaces that they didn't want to go. They were trying hard not to do that. But the energy, because as we raise the vibration, the frequency of the entire planet, it has no choice but to irritate those shadows. So it's really pushing against people and really forcing them to take a look at things. So we have to look at that with a very compassionate way, and, you know, be devoted to our mission, be devoted to Mother Earth, be devoted to humanity as a whole, right? What is the best for all of the collective? And there's a humility that, you know, that we need to operate from, and grace that we can share with everybody. Remember, there was a time when you weren't awakened, and maybe at that point there was somebody that was awakened that was looking at you going like, wow, when are they going to see it? Right? They could have been on them in their superiority, moral superiority, or spiritual high ground, right? But we don't do that here, right? We just recognize that everybody is at a certain spot within their journey, and it's exactly where they're meant to be. And we can hold compassion for remembering what it was like to be in that particular space of their journey, and knowing the road that they have left to do to get to where we are, and just hold them with compassion and send love to them, right? So we've got the bud as well from Mother Gaia. The bud is about potential. It's about promise. It's a note from Mother Gaia that it's about to happen. And we can feel this mounting energy, and it's rising and it's rising. And as it's rising, we're all with this anticipation. And it is coming. It is so close, guys. It is so close, right? Disclosure was supposed to happen. Things changed. And, you know, because there's that balance. There's that balance. If we were to come in and just like go light on and reveal the truth to everything in the universe, most people in the collective could not handle that. The cognitive dissonance that would happen would literally fracture and crumble people's realities. They would lose their mind. It would blow it up. Like, it would literally, like that. Their mind would just go, they wouldn't be able to handle the information. So it has to be done in stages. It's like a drip. So at first they were like, okay, we can handle it at this. So they had the drip a little bit more wide open, right? And, or not wide open. It'll never be wide open. Not, well, I shouldn't say it'll never be wide open. It can't be wide open yet. So the drip is at a certain rate. And for a little while there, they were like, okay, maybe we can go a little faster. So we're going to see disclosure, and we're going to see everything in January. And then it's like, nope, nope, nope. There's too much other stuff going on. It's not time yet. If we do that, it's not soon. So they've just slowed it down a little bit. So disclosure is happening, and more than likely the full disclosure is going to be in March. We just need a little more time to get the rest of the collective up to the point where it's not going to crack too many realities, right? It's not going to make too many people lose it. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? All right, and we've got the Brothers of the Rose coming out as well. So you've got this signal from Mother Gaia to keep going, that it's almost here, it is happening. So that's your confirmation that you are on the right path. The other part is, that Mother Gaia is talking about is Brothers of the Rose. And this is about the sacred masculine, right? Like, we really need to be honoring and creating space for the sacred masculine to be revealed. It's not just about the divine feminine reawakening. It's about allowing a space for the sacred masculine to unfold. There's a duality that has to happen here, or a polarity that needs to be shared in. Right? It's not just about like, oh, women rule the world. Who ruled the world? Girls. It's not that. It's not that at all. I, as a life form that identifies as a female, I have masculine and feminine energy in me, and we both need to be balanced in the world, but we're not. We have a toxic masculinity that is running the show right now, and that's unfair. That's not good for the men out there either. So we need to awaken the divine feminine to bring that compassion, to bring that intuitive connection back to things, to reconnect us to Mother Earth. But we also need, like I said, to create that space, that foundational space, to allow men to open up into their sacredness. And because they honor, support, and protect women, and we need to honor, support, and protect them. We do it differently, and we do it in a more nurturing, holding space, right? And that's what the divine masculine learns is to hold space, right? When he comes into the collective, and I know this from having groups of women. When we bring that masculine into the group, that masculine holds space for the rose to open. But the woman also, in allowing herself to open and soften and fully unfold, she creates a space where then the masculine can finally unveil his true sacredness, right? It's a beautiful union when we get to that level of divine union, and we're headed there, right? So we both have our parts to play, and so it's important to honor you and the role that you play within this unfolding. All right, who are we missing? Oh, we got the shaman. The shaman. We have to get those cards. Like, I got all the books. Oh. For a moment there, I was looking for a darker deck of cards because of the box. I was looking for a dark blue, forgetting that the shaman's one was this color. Alrighty, so let's see. Hello. Happy sun rays. I was talking all about you. I was telling everybody they needed to head on over to Truth Wave because he did a big session yesterday with lots of wonderful people that were guesting on there, sharing their stories of breaking out of the matrix, and that, yeah, to go and check it out. And well, to check out Truth Wave all the time. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're doing well. I'm so happy that you're doing well. All right, let's see what our shaman are saying today. Let's see what we're getting for the message from, because we need to pay attention to these ones too. Okay, that's cool. I like that so far. Let's see, what is our third message from the shaman? All right, we need our third. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's perfect. Oh, yes. Well, we've got angel message. We got our angel. My hair is tickling my nose. Apologize. Okay. The shamans are asking us to have a beginner mind. You are living your, I know you're living your best life. I'm a part of it. I'm getting to watch it unfold. I get to watch all of you beautiful, beautiful guardians that are a part of my school. I get to watch every single one of you unfold into the most magical version of yourself. Like every single one of you. I cannot wait to see what the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, right? Okay, so we've got our beginner mindset. Our beginner mindset, it's very important no matter where you're going. One of the biggest things, and I've talked about this before, one of the worst things that you can do to yourself is go, I know. Because as soon as you go, I know, then you shut yourself off from any learning. You shut the door to learn anything else within that space. And even if you believe that you know, there's always little threads of truth that you can pull from things, right? There's little tiny fragments that you can still, or there's something you can learn from it, right? And you can even just by learning something about that individual, by listening to what they're sharing with you and being open to hearing it. I know closes down the ears and it just really creates a very, very big block of closed energy around you. So keep the I know out of the door and allow yourself to sit in that beginner's mindset. Yes, we are. I'm always learning. I'm always open to learning. I'm always open to learning more. I'm always open to learning, right? I'm going to talk a little bit of light language before the end of the thing. I'm going to channel a message for everybody and do some light language. So if you're not in the area of light language, know that's coming. I'm understanding so far. Yes, I'm understanding. Okay, so we've also got, besides that beginner's mindset, we've got adaptability. The Woodwives want you to remain very adaptable. So just to go with the flow, to just be aware that there's going to be some shifting that you're going to have to do, right? Just allowing yourself to flow through those things, being very not rooted like a tree, although apparently, you know, like there are some evidence of trees moving, but we want to be adaptable. So keep that beginner's mindset. Just keep yourself about, ooh, that's exciting. Ooh, that's new. Oh, I didn't know that before. What can I learn here? What am I going to experience here? Oh, this is exciting. What a new day. What a beautiful new day. I wonder what I'm going to learn. And then when you bring it in, adapt with that, because there may be something that you learn that you can bring in and tweak just a little bit with what your stuff is that's already happening, right? You can tweak it just a little bit. We also have this beautiful, beautiful guide. And you know me, the 44, all 4 fours is all about the angels. So your guides are here with the shaman, and they are here to give you the information that you have the courage to step into life and into it fully. And a lot of us are afraid of failure because we think that, you know, well, we're going to look foolish and everyone's going to laugh at us. It's almost like they seeded that back with the day of Carrie. Remember that horror, that scary movie? I don't even like saying the word horror, but that scary movie. Right, they're all gonna laugh at you, right? And I think like a lot of us could hear that track in our head, like they're all gonna laugh at you. Like if I do this, they're all gonna laugh at me, or if I do this, I'm gonna fail, and then they're all gonna laugh at me, or I'm gonna be abandoned, or I'm gonna be rejected. The other part is that some of us don't, it isn't that we're afraid of. We're not afraid of that. For a lot of us, we're actually afraid of, what is my true power? What am I truly capable of? What am I meant to do? And if you found out that you had this massive mission, maybe, you know, like, and I know many of us here, we are raising the vibration of like the planetary frequency. We're raising the vibration. We are trying, you know, in our minds, we are working towards creating the new earth, an earth where, like I said, not a whole bunch of people have a whole bunch, like not a small amount of people have a whole bunch of money while other people are starving or homeless. Like that's just not the earth that we're looking at, right? That's not the one that we're trying to create. But we're being active proponents in that mission where we're doing what we can to seed that. Some people have that mission within them, but it terrifies them because it just seems so big. And who am I to do that? Who am I to be this guardian, let's say? Who am I to be this person that's going to create a new earth? Who, me? Little me? Well, if I stand in that light, what's going to happen? If I stand fully in my light, who's going to move away? Who's going to leave me? Because there's an abandonment that happens when you step into your power. And we know that. Inherently, we know that as we evolve up into, you know, that space, we know that there's people that can't come with us. And we are afraid of who's it going to take, right? And we're like, oh my God, what if it takes my best friend? Well, if it does, you know what's going to happen? You'll have a new best friend. You'll have a new best friend that sits in that space that does something even better, that aligns with the new level that you're at. Well, what if it takes my partner? Same thing. Then later on, you're going to have a partner that aligns with the new level of you that you're at. And if that makes you feel sad because you're really attached to the partner that you're with, right? Then that's something to evaluate as well, right? And nothing that's meant for you will ever be taken away. But we have that fear of, oh my God, if I step into my full power, everybody's going to laugh at me. Or if I step into my power, I'm going to make, like, people are going to run away from me. Or, you know, I'm going to lose them along the way. Your guides are very, very much telling you that you have the courage to do this. They want you to tap into that and know, like, you came here to do this. This is what you set yourself up for, because you know yourself. You know yourself. Your oversoul, your higher self, your, you know, spirit, however you determine it. There's different ways that people categorize it. They use different language. But if you're looking at your higher self or your oversoul, just know that they didn't give you a mission they thought they would fail. It's not like your higher self is up there being a jokester going, haha, watch me do this one. So next life, when I go down, I'm going to set it up like this. I'm going to put so many roadblocks and so many difficulties in. Man, I'm going to stand back here and I'm going to watch her run around like a chicken with her head cut off trying to figure this out. And this is going to be humorous for me. I'm going to grab a box of popcorn and I'm going to watch her fail over and over and over again. I'm going to demoralize her in this next lifetime. I think I'm going to knock her down so many pegs that she does not for 1 minute think that she's anything of anything. right? Like your higher self isn't doing that. Your higher self is like, I know who the frig I am and what I'm capable of, and I know what we need to accomplish in this earth at this time, and I'm going to assign myself to do that. And the cool part is that I know when I'm doing this, that one of the things that I have to combat is the veil and the matrix. And I believed in myself, just like you believed in yourself. I was like, darn right, she's going to figure it out. She can figure it out. She can figure out that's a lie. She can figure out that's a cage. She can figure out her limiting beliefs. She can heal all those traumas. She can do all of those things and get forward, right? I'll check in on that for you, and I'll tell you on Tuesday, tomorrow. We'll see. Come back tomorrow, and we'll talk about the Philosopher's Stone. Or Thursday, we can do the Philosopher's Stone. We can do the Philosopher's Stone on Thursday. Tuesdays is Tarot Tuesday, so that's why I say that. Alrighty, we're gonna get some clarification from the regular tarot to just lock this in and see what else is coming up with the tarot for confirmation on some of these messages. So we can get some confirmation for the collective and any last messages that they need to receive. And like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of a channeling before I end the live today. Pretty cards. Nope. I missed them. You know when you go to bridge them and they don't hit each other? I did that. I totally did that. But I was trying to do it in a weird way because I don't have a table or anything. I was just like doing it like this on my lap. And there. But doing it in the air can sometimes, not be a good idea. You could throw them everywhere. Spread them out and fling, fling, fling. All right, let's see. All right, we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, but they came together upright and inverted. So there's some people that are around right now, and also the sun came out in the shadow. So there's some delays that are happening for people. And the thing is, when we're looking at delays happen because of a couple of different things. One, a delay can happen because that is not your timeline anymore. Like where you were headed for, what dreams you had, you were like, yeah, I want this little, I used to be like, you know what? A bus. I'll take a bus, I'll take a van, I'll take whatever you want to give me, man. Like whatever. So meanwhile, they're trying to give me this like beautiful house. And I'm like, I'll take a van. And so I've delayed myself because I'm not even in the same realm of what I should be manifesting. So I'm manifesting the wrong thing. It's not in alignment with me. It's not in alignment for me to live in a bus. So the house is there. The other thing is that the delay could happen because the house that you're meant to be in isn't ready yet because somebody else owns it and they haven't put it on the market. So you got to wait for that house to be put on the market. So I'm just going to use house as an example. So that could be a delay. Right, that could be a delay. The other delays happen because we ourselves put the block in there. Because we either have conditioned ourselves to think, well, in order for me to manifest a house of that size, that's going to take me, this many years for this, or that many months, or whatever, right? Like we get ourselves trapped in that concept of time, that it's going to take a lot of time for me to do that, right? Like maybe you have a dream for like this incredible business, right? And you're like, okay, well, first I've got to do this, and I got to do that, and then I got to do that, and I got to get this, and I got to get that, and I got to get this, and I'm going to have that. This is like a 5-year thing minimum before I'm going to have it at that level. And meanwhile, God standing up there, the universe or supreme architect or the great creator, divine source, God, Buddha, whatever you call it, is looking down. For me, it's prime source. I just like prime source. So that's where I've settled on now. Prime source. And he's looking down and he's like, I don't know why she's putting all those roadblocks in for her. Like she could have it instantly. She could like that and watch everything fall into place. Like just like that. But there she is telling herself she's got to wait. Oh, in order to, get to be the perfect health, it's going to take me 6 years as a track that's running in your head. So then God's like, okay, guess it's going to take her 6 years. She wants it to take that long. So who am I to intervene? It's free will. free will. Her brain is saying that's going to take forever. So I guess forever it'll be, because that's what you seem to want, right? So that's something to reflect on. So if your stuff isn't coming to you, what do you think about how long it's going to take for that to get here? If you think you can have it instantly, and you know that, like if you work on getting to that knowing, I know that I don't need time to create that manifestation. I can do it instantly. And when you get to that point, then things start to happen for you instantly. So these delays that are happening, maybe there's a little bit of focus on the lack that's going on. There's a little bit focus on the stuff that maybe isn't perfect in your life, or you're staring at the wrong thing. Right? The Five of Wands, again, there could be just some tough energies that are there, right? And that's, we're getting those kickbacks from the energy field right now. So a lot of our shadows are getting pushed again. And it doesn't matter how far up you are, I still have to do shadow work. I still have to stare at my triggers when they come up. The other day, I totally did passive aggressive communication, and I try not to do that. I try to be completely assertive in my communication, direct and concise, and like speak like an adult. But I did act as a child and was passive aggressive in my communication. So it's a moment for me to reflect on it and go, okay, why did you do that? Why did you respond in that way? Okay, so you were functioning underneath this specific trigger, or this particular shadow aspect came up. And so rather than sit with that, you responded. And in that responding, you responded from a reactionary rather than from a space where you had sat with yourself and then you're responding from a good space. So that was something that, it was just a couple of days ago, guys. Just a couple of days ago. So don't think that there's any moral superiority or spiritual high ground that I'm sitting on. I have to do the work continuously. It's just the way that it is. We all have to. So the sun might be in shadow, but we are getting our wishes. We've got our beautiful star representing Aquarius here. Our star representing Aquarius. This is about wishes being manifested. So they are manifested. They're waiting for you to claim them. It's just you have to determine, what's your timeline? What is the timeline that you believe is reasonable for that particular manifestation to arrive? If you think it's going to take 7 years, well, then I guess that's how long it's going to take, right? The Four of Pentacles is coming out, and this is a very stable energy. It's a very grounded energy, but it is also an energy where sometimes we are a little bit holding on to things, right? We're kind of like, it's stable, but it's not thriving. So we're surviving. We're surviving, but we're not thriving. So in that state of surviving, we're holding on to things. And when you hold on to money is meant to be, it's currency. Money, it's meant to be in flow. Money loves to be shared. It wants to circulate. So when we hold on to it, money doesn't like that. The energy of money as a diva doesn't like that. And it says to itself, well, if they're going to hold on to that, well, then I'm not going to give more, because they're just going to hold on to that. Like, you need to be spreading it. You need to be sharing it. You need to be growing it. But it just shows to, like, there's that fear element that's there. When we cling to things, it comes up as a fear of, if I let this go, there won't be more to return to me in that space. So I have to hold on to this because there's not something to fulfill it. And, I've been there before doing that with, like, in the old days of relationship, right? Where I would cling to a relationship that wasn't good for me because I was so worried that if I let it go, I'd have nothing. And well, then I was unlovable. So that's what the clinging does, is just signify to the universe that you're afraid of letting go because you don't believe or trust the universe will return whatever it is that you're sharing. So you have to move through that limiting belief as well. And so I'm just giving you that. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Give them a couple of shuffles. Get my guides to connect in. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, and it can be being as big about it as doing a release ceremony. If you're going to do a release ceremony, do so on the 12th of February, on the full moon in Leo. It's a beautiful time to be releasing the things that are not serving you. And that Leo energy, that pride, that very creative. Leo is a creative energy, very flirty, creative. It signifies, you know, when you're on your journey, and in your journey, Leo is at the age of where it's the adult that's just starting to go off on his own, and or starting to identify as himself. So he goes into that energy of, you know, like separating from the parents, and this is me now, this is me, this is how fun I am. Hello Karen and Lindsay, hello loves. So that's the energy that's coming up there, is there's this release that needs to happen. So we need to let go of those things, for sure. So I've got a few minutes left here. I'm going to channel, like I said, I'm going to channel some light language, and I'm just going to channel in the highest good of all that are watching now and all that are watching in the future, that you receive a message through light language that will be healing, it will be empowering, and it will be protective energy. So love, protection, peace, and clarity. That's what we're going to do. Love, protection, peace, and clarity. And then, you know what, because I got a fifth finger, let's just go, we'll throw some abundance energy or blessing energy in the mix as well. Okay, but remember, in order to truly access your abundance, you have to understand what your beliefs are around it, and understand what your framework is on time. So if you've got some time frameworks, then you know that's what you need to work on. How can you collapse that idea that it's going to take that much time? Okay. Savore el Orient. Doshkare si, mushkare si. Dashka fusore kati, bushkore na, kushkore pusore ana. Dare shore kushore na pushko, daiskai kuko na. Mushkore pusne iski, dai kosho ushunaiki na mushu. Anlorni kanaso, bashariki na lial bushana. Varesu dvai skunmo shore, dvaya shore simokokoshi, naiku ture sipu ushore si, monostore pushore si, akashai sumonai, daria kore si, shashai koshu. There. Just a whole bunch of love to everybody, and a whole bunch of blessings and guidance on your day today. So just as a recap, we'll go really quickly with our 3 guardians that came in here. So our 3 masters of light that joined us today is Mother Mary. Mother Mary, if you want to invoke her energy today for the rest of your day, the affirmation that you want to invoke is, I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother. I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother. I connect to the wisdom of the Great Mother. So you say the affirmation 3 times out loud. Hina also came in, so you can always activate Hina. And Hina's affirmation is, I am timeless motion. I am timeless motion. I am timeless motion. So you can invoke Hina, or you can invoke Elmoria. And Elmoria is asking you to activate through the affirmation, guide me to my master within. Guide me to my master within. Guide me to my master within. So those are your masters. You can pick one or pick all 3. I'm going to activate all 3 and have like just a trio, and we're all going to go hang out. But activate those ones. For those of you that didn't get to hear the beginning part of the message, definitely go back and listen to it. Lots of great nuggets in there. But always remember that what is meant for you is aligned, and it finds you in divine timing always. And what you're meant to hear, you'll hear. And to always, no matter where you are, use your discernment and see if it aligns with you. So do that little check-in. For me, when I check in, I like to put my hand on my chest and I just ask. And when I'm in alignment, like I will actually sit up like that. I'll feel myself pull into alignment, and I know that it's in alignment with me. I can discern that. I can also feel through the energy and sense it. And I think like I hear the truth. I hear when it's being spoken, and I know when it's not. I love you. I love you. I love you. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday. Unless you're a student of mine. If you're a student of mine, I'm going to see you in 5 minutes in grade 2, which is the journey from the journey to awareness. Sorry, the journey to awareness. Grade 2 starts in 5 minutes, so I'll see you there. For everybody else, if you want anything from me, go to my website, www.mindbodyspirit.healthyself, all one word.com, and check out what I have to offer there. I have a bunch of different services, including an entire school to move you on your journey from shadow to illumination. But anyway, I love you. I'll see you back here tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Maybe I'm not allowed to leave. Bye, guys. What is it?